It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Chargers and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work down inside the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 70 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Second down throw coming by Willis. Dancing to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Malik Willis, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. First carry for Josh Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This from 36 yards out. Johnson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Jacobs going to try the middle. They find some open field here. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15, and a Raider first down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Raiders 3.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold. Caught left side. It's Beckham. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
Still first down.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The Chargers at 13-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They run again on first down. Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And it's caught. Touchdown. James Cook. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Sam Darnold going to lead his offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To the air again, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Johnson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. On first down, Justin Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Willis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. James Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
On first down, it's Darnold. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Johnson's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Darnold. Now the ball comes loose. Finding space at the 40. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. Able to slither by. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Darnold from the gun. And he'll find Moreau here. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a give running left is Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Pacheco It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. After the turnover, here's Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From his own end zone, Herbert. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Herbert throwing again. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Third down, it's Willis. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain on the play there. Second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Willis will look to throw it. Out to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers extend their fourth-quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw, Darnold. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, the left side throw complete to Adams. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Darnold to throw again. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.